Hi, it's me, Mina, one of your favorite evaluators. Good afternoon, my YouTube followers. My previous video was a short one, but this time I wanted to share a little more information with you. The evaluation teams that work on the FIIEs or the IEPs or the ARDs or whatever you call them have a limited time with each student, each staff member, each teacher with the things that they do. So we must familiarize ourselves with the documents provided to the parents so we can learn more about our job. Because guess what? If you don't know what's in it and can be able to at least summarize some of it for them, most parents do not read those guide to arts and or art process and rights and responsibilities. On another note, one of my YouTube followers, a student diagnostician, found a potential placement. Snap, crackle, and pop to her. We want to say that shout out to everybody who finds their practicum placement. Also, after she did this one thing that I'll tell you not to do, she didn't give up. She contacted multiple districts. She didn't give up until she got the yes she was looking for. There is a possibility of everyone getting a placement. Please don't give up. The districts aren't being mean. They can only handle so many people at a time. And this has become a very, very popular program. Even though it has been popular for a long time, it's even more popular now. So what's going on is the districts have to limit the number of students that they're going to work with during the school year. So it's important once you know that you're going into your practicum or around the time you get accepted into a program to start kind of looking for someone to sponsor you and kind of get an agreement with them, kind of know them. Now, I know for a fact that there are a lot of teachers who have never been special education teachers. You go through, you get a master's / special education / diagnostician, educational diagnostician, and then you become a diag. So there are a lot of people who don't really, truly understand how SPED works. That's why I suggest that you read all of the documentation that you provide the parents. Some of it depends on where you are. It's called Guide to Art Process or Parent Rights and Responsibilities or things of that nature. You want to know what's in them so when they come to you with a question, you can respond to them in the legal way and not just say, Now, there's some questions that parents will ask you that you have no idea about. For example, there may be let's say you have a pre-K3, pre-K4 program, or the kid is getting tested for that. They may ask you, who's the teacher? You don't know. What school are they going to? You don't know. Where is transportation and how will they get picked up? You don't know. The one thing you do know is if they are on transportation and they choose to bring them versus taking the transportation that we offer, they will have to contact the bus yard or the bus barn or the driver to get it started back after 3 times of saying no. Because at least if you get transportation done within your meeting, then they don't have to, because once we report our scores, our findings and things of that nature, we're done. We don't have to come back. But guess what? Parents will reach out to you time and time again, mainly because you're the first person of contact for an initial ARD. You've tested your child. You've reached out about times, dates, and appointments. You've reached out to them about the findings and things of that nature. So they're going to ask you a lot of questions. Some you have the answers to and some you really don't, because you cannot choose placement or location before the ARD committee meets, which is an ARD committee decision. You're telling them the information based on what you found. Also, I've had one question. What kind of planner do I use? Well, this is the middle of the year. So if you're getting a job in January, I suggest you stick with the school planner, the school calendar. What I do is that large calendar that people walk in and ignore in the building, I always ask for a copy of that and I put it behind me. I always, always, always ask for a bell schedule to know who's on what planning period. Then I have a big 3-ring Mead notebook that I am writing all of my information in. So for example, if you called me right now, I would turn to an empty page, ask for the name, ID number, and birthday, write down the information you're asking me about that student, look it up, tell you what you need, and I can move on from that. However, those have saved me because guess what? That next year when you're still working with that student, because you didn't test that student right away, you may have been testing him over the summer and he's not due until September. You may have tested him like in June, July, whenever you get back to work. Because I go back to work in July. I get off in June, but I go back in July. And so you might have tested him and you're ready to write your report. Well, guess what? If you go back to that old notebook that you had, you're perfect. So if you like this video or any of the videos that I have presented to you and tried to do for you with the best of my ability, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Also, leave me questions. So because there are a lot of people who are in school. Now, every school program is different. I really must say. I can only tell you from the experience that I had going through my DIAG program. Do I have a master's in SPED? No, I do not. I have a master's in educational leadership and an MBA. I was certified in Texas with the coursework that I had to do and take the test. So a lot of people wonder, do they have to get a master's in SPED? It just depends on how you feel. If you're a general ed teacher coming out of SPED and you want a master's because you want to know more about special education, that's fine. I think that's a great idea if that's what you choose to do, because it may give you more information than just taking the coursework and learning to be a diagnostician. But like I said, if you like this video or any of the videos that I've done, please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button below. I'm sorry about that. This is Mina signing off. Have a good one. Bye-bye.